So, you want to start a business with your bestie? Well, you need to do this first. Hi, I'm Ange McDonald, and welcome to this week's bonus legal tips episode of the Startup and Running podcast. If I sound a little bit croaky, it's because I'm struggling with a cold, but I hope you'll bear with me. In this week's episode, we are talking about partnerships, or how to avoid ending your business and your friendship. I understand. You've come up with a cool idea for a business. It's something maybe you'll do on the side with your best friend as a project. You just want to get started. You don't need to have all of that legal stuff sorted out, right? Wrong. In fact, as soon as you start working together in a business with a view to making profit with your bestie, you are in a situationship. And I can tell you things can go horribly wrong. Now, what sort of situationship are you in? Well, unless you have created a corporation, you are in a partnership. So what exactly is a partnership? Well, in Australia, a partnership exists when two or more people carry on a business in common, that's a little legal term, with a view to making a profit. So it doesn't matter if it's casual or part-time, a side hustle. If that's your goal, then that's where you are. Now that means that the laws around partnerships in Australia apply to you, even if you don't want them to. That not only includes sharing profits with your partner, but also sharing liabilities. It's kind of like you adopted a dog, a puppy, with your partner, and they were supposed to take them out on a walk, but they didn't. Unfortunately, you still have to clean up the mess. Now, there are a lot of common traps that end partnerships, and often they can be avoided if you just communicate. But let me tell you about those traps that I often see. First, you might find that you and your business partner are doing completely different levels of work in the partnership. You might be working 50 hours a week while they're working 10, but they're sharing the profits equally. Now, this could be fine if that's what you've agreed to beforehand, but if you haven't had that conversation, it can be the start of some antagonism. You might also have different ideas about what to do with your profits and where the money goes. Is the money going into a separate bank account for the both of you? Do you want to reinvest that money into your business, or do you want to take out those profits as payment for you? It's important to think about what you want to do with your profits even before you start making them. You might be using one or both of your intellectual property assets in the business, or you might be creating intellectual property assets as a part of the partnership. But who owns those assets? It's really important to have some clarity around that, particularly if the partnership comes to an end. And then that's the biggest problem that I see. There's no plan for what happens when you have a dispute about these matters, or if someone wants to leave the partnership. You see this often. Friends get together, they build something, maybe a social media agency. They pull in some clients, but one of them wants out, and then they have no idea how to split up this business. The business ends up dying, and so does the friendship. So how can you avoid these partnership woes? Well, here is what you need to do instead. You need to communicate. You need to communicate. It's not that hard. It is the foundation of all good relationships, including partnerships. You need to sit down and talk about your respective roles and responsibilities. What are you going to do with profits and losses? How are you going to split them? What are you going to do with the money? Who owns what? Who owns clients that are brought in, content, the brand, the website? How are you going to make decisions? What sort of decisions can you make without consulting the other person? And what ones require a meeting? And most importantly, you need to work out how you can exit this partnership if one or both of you want to end it. Now, I have created a document called my Partnerships Q&A, and it's a template that sets out a number of questions for you to sit down with your partner in business and work out exactly how you want this partnership to look. You can get access to that template inside my Legally Legit business membership. I'll tell you a little bit about that later. Now, that template can help you have a conversation, and that conversation might then lead to you getting a formal partnership agreement, or it might lead to you consulting your accountant, maybe starting up a corporation, a company, instead of a partnership. You can also use that Q&A document as kind of like a prenup for your business. It might not be legally binding, but it's a good tool to help you both get on the same page. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. I'm already in a partnership. I didn't realize it, and now I'm really worried about what's going to happen. It's okay. Don't panic. What you want to do is exactly the same as if you were just starting out. Sit down with your partner, use the partnership's Q&A template, and work out exactly how you want your partnership to run from here on out. The partnership's Q&A template will help you get that clarity. And then you can decide, do you want to go into a formal partnership agreement? Do you want to register a company? Or do you want to call it quits? But the most important thing to do is work out a breakup plan now, because the worst time to work out a breakup plan is when you're in the middle of one. If you're running a business with your friend, or if you'd like to, you're in a legal relationship, so let's make it a healthy one. Come and join my Legally Legit Business Mentorship, and you can grab the partnership Q&A document and start having those difficult conversations. Plus, as a part of my Legally Legit Business Mentorship, you get 15-minute calls with me every month, so we can use that to sort out what you're going to do. That's it for this week's bonus legal tips episode. We like to keep them short and sweet. If you're interested in joining my Legally Legit Business Mentorship, you can go to stan.store/startupandrunning and you'll find all the details there. It's just $59 a month for the first 100 members, and the price will be increasing soon, so make sure you get in quickly. I look forward to helping you in all your business needs. Until next time, may your business ever be legal.